bottom left. How that thing's now spinning, we know it's now working. I know someone's going to tell me what it's actually called, because I can't think of it right now. It's the steering wheel. God.
50 men on a dead man's chest. Yo-ho and a barrel of rum. Drink and the devil had done for the rest. Yo-ho and a barrel of rum. The pit was impaled by the balls of spike. The balls of brain with a marred spike. And Cookie's corpse was marked. His throat had been gripped like fingers ten, and there they lay, all those dead men, like rain cocaine and oozing can. Yo-ho-ho and a barrel of rum. 50 men of a whole ship's list. Yo-ho-ho and a barrel of rum. A dead and be damned and the rest on the west. Yo-ho-ho and a barrel of rum. The sleeper lay with his head in gold with a slayer's axe, his cheek and shore. Yo-ho-ho and a barrel of rum. Yo-ho-ho and a barrel of rum. Yo-ho-ho and a barrel of
Press the A button. I am that person. Let's do tutorials, because I've only played this on the, yeah, basic controls, why not?
Ahoy, landlubber! You're volunteering to come aboard? Usually we have to fill them with rum, drag them aboard, and ship them off before they sober up again. All right. My name's Sam. I'm a captain here, and there may be some things I could teach you.
Yeah, well then teach me, Sam.
The most important thing is to know where you're sailing to. Climb into the lookout, take the telescope, and look around. You can also look around in all directions. To know exactly where you are, of course, you need a good naval chart. Here in the area, there are 60 towns. Spanish, English, French, and these money bags from the Netherlands. And of course,
yay,
pirates
money bags
from all over the world.
I want to be a pirate.
I'm sure you'll recognize one or the other convoy. For example, these could be merchants or military convoys. The only way to find out exactly is to get close enough with one of your own convoys, which is not always a good idea.
Apparently I can get close enough with my mouse stone, it tells me it's a military.
Check out Port Royale, your hometown during this exercise. This is the town on the island in the middle of the Caribbean. Your convoy is in the port of the town. Select it.
Wouldn't the port of the town be over here? Or, you know what? I'm not even going to question
No vessels, no trade. It's as simple as that. Such a convoy consists of up to 10 ships. But for you, one is fine for now. Until you can hire sailors and a real good captain, you'll have to show that you can handle yourself.
Oh, good. I don't want to
take a look at the different parts of the convoy.
Oh, I was like, well, how do I do that? No commodities loaded. My sea vessel. No automatic
We're not
trade
sailing
routes.
around here for fun. It's about trade between the towns, and commodities and gold.
Well, Sam, as of now, we're not sailing at all.
Select the town Port Royale to open up the town dialogue. But select the whole town, not a single building. So don't zoom in too far.
Nice timing. Like how far? Like this far, or just where I can? Oh, I see. So like where I get the yellow.
A town is nothing without its inhabitants. These consist of workers and their families. The workers toil in the business on farms and produce commodities.
Okay. So far, I understand this from the PC
The fine
version.
gentlemen like to come up with an attitude, but it is very important that the inhabitants are satisfied, because otherwise they simply run away. The supply of commodities plays the biggest part in satisfaction.
What if they wheelchairs back? Because if they ran away, we just hack off their legs, and then we would end up with them running. Anyway.
Now select the production tab. Sure, every town also produces its own commodities, up to different ones. But want more, and trade comes into play, or convoy. The people what they cannot produce themselves.
I get it. We're making money off people's greed. Okay, I am fully supporting
Now
this.
select the Trade Between Town and Convoy tab. Everything that people want found on the market. Maybe not. And then they get dissatisfied. Each item also displays production, consumption, and the current price.
At first, I thought he was talking like the black market thing, and then I realized he was like talking about like, oh, they don't have any. I have Dr. Pepper where we're at right now. So
The better
sad.
the demand of a commodity is covered for the next weeks, the lower the price. That makes sense, doesn't it? So commodities produced in a town are usually quite cheap.
Unless the people who control the commodities are, you know, Scrooges and don't sell to their own towns.
Now select grain and buy 20 barrels. While the grain is being loaded into your convoy, let's see where the shortage is. Then sell the commodities with profit and make people at the same time.
So far, it looks like wood and beer. If that's beer, probably.
Now close
Come
the
on,
town
Jack.
dialogue.
Tell me if I wish to click it.
If you zoom out of the map far enough, you will see more towns northeast of Port Royale. Move the cursor over these towns to see the commodities they produce. Tortuga looks
Way
good.
down
Send your convoys there.
Way down to Tortuga.
Make sure the whole town lights up when you send a convoy there. After all, he's supposed to dock in the harbor and not drift around outside the town.
It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Now we'll wait until your convoy arrives in Tortuga. If you want to make a rapid progress, just zoom out. The further you zoom out, the faster time will pass.
Oh, that's different. Oh God. I can't see. So many things are popping up right now. I'm sorry, chat. I know you can't see anything that's going on. Oh, you're good. So the oh yeah, time does speed up. Oh, it's fine. It was just like the button was like right in the bottom center of like how to like because the game was paused, and everything. And it's like this person joined the party. This person joined the party, and it's like, and then it just kept popping up. It's like this person's now active in the party. It's like I don't care. Just let me see the screen. Well, no, it's paused. I'm playing Port Royale 4. So, like, there is no dying, but I love Port Royale. It's a city simulation kind of game where basically you start out as like a trader and, you know, you sell from one town to the other, but eventually you'll own your own and, like, you can build it up and you can either be a pirate or you can just be a trader and, like, there's pros and cons to all of it. So if you like management games that you don't have to like, you know, take direct control of, like at first you start taking direct control of like one ship, but eventually you'll get like a fleet of ships and then you'll all have them going on their automatic trades and stuff like that. Yeah. And then you get to manage towns at some point. Which I don't know how, like, I just started the Xbox version. In the PC version, I've actually had, like, where I had my own town and all that in Port Royale 4.
Arrived in Tortuga. No evening without beer, rum, and brawls. And no trading without permission. So open the town dialogue and get a trading license first.
The reason we do it is because we both haven't seen it. So in order for us to join, we had to quit. Yeah. Oh, wait. Why for trade license?
Open the trade
10,000
tab again
rip-off
and sell all of your grain to the town.
See, I shouldn't even give you grain. Make you all just starve to death. Especially when only getting it for 1,400.
You still have to get used to all the commodities and prices, but through trade you can earn the most money. For this, I offer a special course about the Caribbean economy. And there is also a lesson about creating automatic trade routes. By the way, in Port Royale, they need wood. Buy 50 units and return to Port Royale. There is work to be done at the shipyard.
Where's my mouse? There it is.
Until the convoy reaches Port Royale, a tip from me. Convoys cost money, maintenance, and repairs. Avoid empty trips and load your vessels as much as possible.
Yeah, I would have done that, but you told me to only buy 50. I can hold 200. And I got a lot more money. Go to town to town to town. Load up on Earth thing. Yeah, Earth thing. So like everybody in the club. But in this case, it can be
Port
everybody in the
Royale.
tavern.
The smell of seaweed, old fish, and hope for prosperity. Zoom in on the town until you see the shipyard and select it.
Is this what the shipyard looks like?
Convoys that
that
are on the
sucks.
road a lot, the shells have to be scraped off regularly. And that's what the shipyard is for. But you can also get a new barge here if you need more cargo space. Buy a new vessel and get out of here for now.
Oh, I can only buy a sloop.
Your vessel is still in the shipyard, and you can't even see it. You have to add it to a convoy first, or convert it into a new one. We do that at the lighthouse. Select it.
Okay, this game's a little bit different.
On the left, you can see the selected convoy and your unused vessels on the right. By selecting a vessel, it switches sides. Way you can enlarge, reduce, or dissolve convoys. If no convoy is selected, you can create a new convoy with free vessels.
How do I move you over? Let's say select the convoy and your unused vessels on the right, which is this one right here. By selecting a vessel, it switches.
Now add your new vessel to the existing convoy.
Oh, I should have hit the button to continue letting him talk.
Not bad for a landlubber. The b****s are in place.
You're a landlubber.
One more thing.
You yellow belly. What?
Whenever you come across one of these info icons, you can use it to open the appropriate pages in the manual for Caribbean merchants. Try it.
Open the game menu with this and choose game tips.
The info
Game
icon
tips.
will always bring you to the right place in the manual. You can also open the manual at any time and just browse through it. All right, you've got the basics down, but there's a lot of people out there just waiting to make a like you walk the plank. So I'm recommending my other classes as well. Don't worry, they're shorter.
Ah, that's what she said. He said they're shorter. I'm a cabin boy. Oh boy.
All rested up and ready for the Caribbean economy? Let's go! First, select your convoy in the harbor of Port Royale. Is that clear?
Alright.
Check the hold of your convoy to see what you just loaded. We'll need it later. A lot of beer! Beer is important.
Yay,
Does
beer.
not make you as drunk as rum and not as sick as spoiled water. Now open the town dialogue of Port Royale. To do so, select the whole town from a greater distance, or, if the camera is close by, the town hall or undeveloped areas. Here you can see the inhabitants and have to be taken care of. About 1/3 of them are workers, so they produce can be traded with towns. Below you can see which cultivation and mining commodities can be produced in the town and how efficient suction would be. Handicrafts such as clothing can be produced equally well in all towns.
Clothing can be produced really well
People
in-
always ask for commodities, and the varieties affects the satisfaction. In small towns, however, simple commodities are more important. If the town grows, the inhabitants become more demanding, and the upscale commodity becomes more important. Now switch to the production tab to see the production of the town. Each town can produce a maximum of 7 different commodities. Here you see what is produced in Port Royale per day. Much more than the inhabitants need. The surplus can then be traded with other towns. Your business will be here later.
Yes, Lee.
Switch to the Trade Between and Convoy tab to commodities on the town's market. Here you can see all commodities that are available by their importance for the inhabitants. The first column shows the fill level of a commodity. This is the ratio of supply to demand. From 2 green bars on, a commodity is no longer scarce. From 4 bars on, it is in abundance.
Yes. Just so you know, for anybody who's never played this game before, you never want that bar to drop down to the 1 bar. So if you have to like grab just one less for 2 bars, do it, because that will help you so much. Because once it hits that 1 bar, prices get jacked up. And of course, you don't want to sell to your own town 12 or 3 bars. So logs, I'd want to sell it up to no more than 2 bars. Same with beer.
Here you can see how many commodities are in stock at the market of the town and in the selected convoy. The convoy must of course be anchored in the harbor of the same town. By buying and selling, you move commodities between the town and the convoy. Here you can see what the town produces and consumes. This includes commodities that serve as raw material for other products. Compare stock and fill level. The longer the stock lasts, the more secure and satisfied the citizens feel. The price of a commodity changes constantly because it depends on supply and demand. The higher the fill level, the lower the price. For the beginning, you should remember, buy from 2 green bars, sell until 2 green bars.
Yeah, see exactly what Sam said.
The last column shows the average price you paid for a commodity. Of course, you should always sell a commodity at a high price. Take a look at the price of beer. The average price of your loaded commodities is lower than the current price in the town.
Yay, money!
People want beer, and you can give it to them. To do this, select the commodity and slowly move the amount from right to left. You can see how the stock and the fill level of the town increases and the price per unit decreases. Now sell your beer supply to the town and close the town down.
Okay. So as of right now, the price is $181. Okay, still $181. Okay, okay. Oh, hold up. Yeah, see, if we just sell that right there, just the 86, we'll still get, like, see, they move it down to 80, up to 87, I'll get it for 180, and I'm a greedy monger. I'm gonna keep it at the price that they're buying it for, and I'm only gonna sell them 86 of them.
No, that was wrong. Open the trade dialogue again. To do this, select either the whole town from a greater distance
No,
or,
that was right.
if the
That's
camera is
proper
close
trading.
by, the town
you want me
hall
to do it
or
with those 2
undeveloped
green
areas.
bars?
Then select the Trade Between Town and Convoy tab. People want beer, and you can give it to them.
Money.
This, select the commodity and slowly move the amount from right to left. You can see how the stock and the fill level of the town increases,
See, yeah, now
and
I
the
have to
price
sell it
per
to
unit
Spear
decreases.
8.
Now sell your
on
beer
now.
supply to the town and close the town dialogue. No, that was wrong. Open the trade dialogue again.
Okay, you need to shut
do
up. This
this,
is exactly
Select
play this
either
game
the
properly.
whole town from a
I'll sell
distance
the whole
or
damn thing.
camera is close by, town hall or undeveloped areas. Then select Trade Between Town and Convoy tab. People want beer, and you can give it to them. To do this, select the commodity and slowly move the amount from right to left. You can see how the stock and the fill level of the town increases and the price per unit decreases. Now sell your beer supply down and close the town dialogue.
Do you want me to sell all my beer to them? Oh, you greedy sack of...
Very nice. Now show what you've learned. There's an abundance of grain in Port Royale right now. Buy at least 100 barrels.
I'm gonna do this the right way, though. Not the way you tell me to do it, asshole. How much can I get?